Hello students, today we will perform the second experiment of your 5th semester syllabus. This is for your diploma electrical students, and in this class we will understand how to run a induction motor. Actually induction motor are of varieties of form, and we will discuss how to run a slip ring induction motor, and we will also understand to run a squirrel cage induction motor. So we have selected a rotor resistance starter, which is otherwise also known as slip ring induction motor starter. This type of starter is known as your auto transformer starter, which is also used to run your squirrel cage induction motor. Now we will understand each one of them briefly. In this diagram, we have rotor resistance starter. This starter essentially reduces the starting current, because during starting the current which is drawn by the motor is very high, which may burn the motor also. So to make the motor less prompt to this fire cases or burnt cases, we have to reduce this high amount of dangerous current. Actually this current without the starter, if we will use, then it will draw around 15 to 20 times or even if more also. So this current is dangerous for the motor. So we use this star or your rotor resistance starter and your auto transformer starter. So in this case we have a rheostat arrangement, and this rheostat arrangement is nothing but a 3-phase rheostat. And we have a stator, we have a rotor of the motor, and we connect the rotor windings with the help of a slip ring to the rheostat, so as to increase the resistance only. So during starting, as the resistance is higher, the torque is also very high. So such kind of starters and such kind of motors are employed for high torque purpose. So wherever there is high torque, you will find this kind of starters will be there and this kind of motors will be employed. The other thing is that we have to measure the current taken by this motor. So we have connected a ammeter in the phase B. However, you can connect this ammeter to any of these phases. Suppose you need to take the value of current for Y phase, you can shift the ammeter. You can also take the ammeter to the R phase also. So we have to take the current of the starting. So I have connected the ammeter for B phase. It can be from R also, it can be also for Y also. So now coming to this second diagram. This is the auto transformer starter. Now this auto transformer starter is used by reducing the voltage. So students, there is one important relation, that by reducing the voltage, the starting current can be reduced. And mind you students, by reducing the voltage also, the amount of torque is reduced to the square times. So for example, if the voltage is reduced to 50%, then the torque reduced will be 25%. So in this kind of starters or motors, we have the only disadvantage that this will have a very low starting current. Now we will run the motor and we will also take its value, its current and your speed. So we have a slip ring starter and an induction motor, and this induction motor, it is a slip ring induction type. So I will switch on the MCB, and as you can see, there are 3 phases, R, Y and B. This is the R phase which I have connected in series and is again connected to the R. So there are Y phase and there is also B phase also. So I have connected in R phase. Right. Now this is the slip ring starter. There is a rotation symbol shown to you. Now there is a provision for starting this motor and to stop also. So during starting, I will just push this button and I will hold down the current. This comes out to be 4.2 amperes. And I have to increase, I will cut out the resistance gradually. So by rotating this only, we can cut out the resistance, and now the motor is running with the original value of the resistance. Now what about its speed? Let us focus the light on its reflecting piece. It gives you around 1480, that is 1500 RPM. So what is the RPM over here? The RPM is 1450. You can check the speed also students. 1450. So this was about your slip ring starter. We will stop by using the stop button. The MCB should also be switched off. Now we will move to run the induction motor by using auto transformer circuit. So I have switched on the MCB. So this is a trailer kit. It is a multi-purpose one. But here we will use a auto transformer starter to start this induction motor. This will be started by adjusting the percentage of voltage injected to the motor. Now students, you can look these meters. This is the voltmeter, this is the ammeter, and this is the MCB. I will switch on the MCB. Now I will just rotate this handle so as that the voltage will be injected to the stator. Now we will have to check the speed and the voltage and the current. So student, gradually I am increasing. You can check out the speed also. So smaller voltage is yielding you smaller amount of RPM. Look. Now I have injected 20% of the applied voltage. So the voltage is coming out to be 82 volt. The current is 34 ampere, 0.34 ampere. So mind you, this is the 20% of 440 volt. That is 82 volt. Current taken is 0.34 ampere, and the speed is yes. Now we will again take the another reading. We will increase the speed by increasing the voltage. Now I have increased the voltage to 30%. So it is around 122 volt. The current taken is 0.33. Now we will further increase the voltage. I have now increased the voltage to 60%. Yes. After increasing to 60%, it is around 256 volt. The current taken is 0.62 ampere, and the RPM is equal to now the voltage, the impressed voltage is 60%, that is around 255 volt. The current taken by the motor is 0.62 ampere, and the speed is 1498. So you can approximately take it as 1450 RPM. Now let us increase the voltage to another value so that you can record the readings also. So I have increased to 70% of the voltage. So it is around 300 volt. The current taken is 0.75 ampere, and the RPM is now 1500. Now let us increase it to one further step to 100%. So now the injected voltage is 100%, that is your 440 volt. So due to fluctuation or sometimes voltage is reduced, so it is 414 volt, and the current taken is 1.31 ampere. Let us take the RPM. It is around 1916. No, just a second, students. It is 1500, students. So by this method we can start the induction motor. We can also take the starting current values.